Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. That is real life right there. If it's not my little 7-month-old boy or my dogs, it's construction workers. But, okay, I'm so sorry I had to jump off there quickly. Now I've got my little girl Lexi here. Hopefully you guys hop onto this one. So I'll just pick up where I left off, or where I think I left off. So I was working 50 hours a week, and I decided to start this coaching business. And like I said, I had not, I'd never done a Beachbody workout program before, but I had struggled with my own weight for 10 years. It was something that was a really big struggle for me, and I had overcome that and figured it out. And so I was really, really passionate about helping other women see how simple it was. And once I researched Beachbody and their programs and, you know, what this company stands for in terms of, you know, fitness and nutrition and accountability, I knew that I could stand behind the programs that we offer. And, you know, 3 years in, I've seen other companies come and go, and I'm just so thankful that Beachbody is what it is, because these programs work, and these are the best products out there. But anyway, that's totally off point. Sorry guys, it is take 2. So anyway, that's how I got started. And so when I started, I was working 50 hours a week. 6 months into my business, I got engaged, started planning a wedding, started training for a marathon. My dog tore both of her ACLs. So things got crazier before they got simpler. About a year and a quarter into my business, I was able to go down to part-time in my job. So I was able to spend more time on my coaching business. And then 2 years into my business, I was able to quit my full-time job because I had completely replaced my income and do coaching full-time. And right when I quit my job, is like right after I found out I was pregnant. So then we had our little boy in March, and you know, the vision I had of being able to stay home with him and still do something I was passionate about and contribute to our finances came true. And so, you know, a lot of women wonder, how do I do this? How can I build this business on top of everything else that I'm doing? Whether it's you're a stay-at-home mom and you're taking care of kids, or you have a full-time job, or both. So there is something that we call the Power Hour. And these are the activities that we do every single day to slowly grow our business. And it's about doing activities, small things, daily. It's not about, you know, jumping in and working for hours and hours a day to build this up. You can do that if you want. You can totally do that if you want, but that's not reality for most people. So, so we have this Power Hour, and if you do these activities day in and day out, what's going to happen is something called the compound effect. It's small activities done over time that build momentum and create results. And eventually, you're going to look back and you're going to see all of these small activities add up over time and create these huge results. And that's what it's all about. So the Power Hour activities, they kind of align with what Andrea was talking about last night with what we do as coaches. You know, how we press play and we drink a shake and we invite people to join us and we share our journey on social media. These align with that. So the first thing we do is we build our network. So we're adding new people to our network every single day. You have to introduce yourself to new people, and that's actually the really fun part for me. I would consider myself an introvert, but like I said, I live in a very small town, and so there's not a lot of people here that have the same passions and the same interests that I do, or at the same place in life that I am. And so building my network allows me to meet other women all across the US, Canada, and now we're launching in the UK that are, share similar interests with me, share similar passions, or are at a similar place in their life. And that's what building your network is all about. It's just meeting new people who share your interests. And so every day we add 3 to 5 new people to our network, just introducing ourselves to new people. You can do that on Facebook, you can do it on Instagram, you can do it in person, you can do it on YouTube, you can do it on Twitter, Pinterest, but it's cool because you end up creating this community of women that are just like you, and that's why we say Misfit means family, because while we're all very different, we all have similar interests, similar passions. We have something we can connect to each other on. And so that's our first activity. 3 to 5 takes like 5 minutes max. The next thing we do is we connect with 3 to 5 new people every day. So some of these new people that we've added to our network, we'll send them a message introducing ourselves, saying, hey, so-and-so, I saw your, what's a message that I would send? I like to use Instagram. So I would probably, add a new mom, and I would be scrolling through her Instagram feed, and I would say, hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for following me. I saw you have 2 little girls. How old are they? I'm literally just starting a conversation and starting to build a relationship. That's it. Super simple. It's just getting to know somebody. So 3 to 5 of those messages every single day. Again, that takes another 5 minutes. So we're at 10 minutes now. The next thing you're going to do is we invite people to join us on this journey. So we're sharing our journey. I'll get into that in a little bit. And we invite people to join us because we have seen what these programs, what these products can do. I have seen one of my coaches has lost over 85 pounds with Beachbody programs. I've seen how these programs can change people's lives. I've seen how coaching can change people's lives. It's something I'm super passionate about. It's something I think everybody should use. So naturally, I want to share it with people. And that's what inviting is. I'm simply sharing it with 3 new people every single day, asking them if they want to join me on this journey and join one of my challenge groups or accountability groups, whatever you want to call them, and use these products and these programs to reach their goals. So the invite part is very natural if you've been doing the relationship building part, because you've gotten to know this person, you've gotten to understand who they are, what their goals are, what their struggles are, and then you simply share something with them that can help them reach their goals. So that's another, we'll say 5 to 10 minutes for that. So now we're up to 20 minutes. And you've now gotten the hardest part of your business building done. The next thing we do, we spend about 5 minutes following up with people we've invited in the past, seeing how they're doing, seeing if they, seeing what their current goals are, seeing if they want to join our next accountability group, just following up with them, keeping the relationship going. Another 5 minutes. Now we're up to 25 minutes, I think. This is challenging my math. Okay, so now that's all done. The next thing we do is we check in with our challengers. So these are the women that we're working with in our accountability group. We check into our accountability group. I put up a daily post every day, something motivational, some sort of tip, a recipe, thoughts of the day. In the past I've talked about sugar intake, water, caffeine, sodium. We talk about workouts. There are actually guides that Beachbody has created for us, so you do not have to come up with these posts on your own. There are guides with daily posts for every single program, so at the beginning you can use those guides, put your own little spin on it. So you're spending 10 minutes checking in with your challenge group, checking in with your challengers, which are the women you're helping, making sure that they're on track, and just making sure you're there for them, answering their questions, holding them accountable. So part of this is checking to make sure they're doing their workouts or drinking their Shakeology. And if they're not, you get to send them a little message and just say, hey, I know what your goals are. I saw you haven't logged anything for a couple days. Tell me what's going on. That's what we are here for as coaches. So you're checking in with your challengers. We also check in with our team. That takes, 5 to 10 minutes. Just the coaches that we're mentoring and helping to build a business. And those coaches are doing exactly what I'm sharing with you. So it's very simple. We're just duplicating what we're doing with our coaches. And so we check in with our team, answer any questions they have, maybe, give them a tip for the day, give them an idea of what we're doing for the day. And then where am I? I think the last thing is we share our journey on social media. So you can share it on Facebook, you can share it on Instagram, you can share it on Instagram stories. I personally love Instagram stories because it's super personal and it's really, really, really easy to use. But some people love Facebook because they love writing out a post, and sharing their journey that way. But we share our lives. We share what these programs and products are doing for us. We share if we didn't want to get up and work out one day, how we managed to do it. I like to talk about how, I get up really early. I get up at like 4:45 in the morning. How, sometimes I don't want to get up, but I think about all the women in my accountability group that are getting up. Ooh, I'm on low power. That are getting up and getting their workouts in and pushing hard towards their goals, and that always motivates me to get out of bed. So we just talk about, what we're going through, and we're real. We share real life. We share the successes, we share the struggles, we share the ins and outs, and if you're on Facebook, you can do like 3 posts a day. You share things other than your health and fitness journey too, because you want people to get to know who you are outside of health and fitness, because they're probably going to connect with you on something else other than health and fitness at the beginning. So, I'm always sharing about my little boy. He's 7 months old. He's a big part of my life. I'm always sharing about my dogs, the outdoors. I love where I live on a lake. I love being outside. So I'm just sharing who I am. And that attracts people to me who are just like me. So that's what we do, you guys. That takes an hour. So I stopped adding it up, but that's basically an hour. So you can sit down and you can knock that out in an hour. An hour of focus time, or you can do it throughout the day. You can say, okay, 15 minutes in the morning, I'm going to knock off these 3 things. Then 15 minutes at lunch, I'm going to do these things. Then 15 minutes, when I get home, I'm going to do these things. And then after the kids go to bed, I'm going to do these things. So you make it work for you. But it's about doing those activities every single day. And it seems small. You're like 3 to 5 people. That's not a lot. Like, how is that going to do anything? But if you add 3 to 5 new people to your network every single day for a month, if it's 3, that's 90 new people. If it's 5, that's 150. Now multiply that over a year. I can't do that math, but it's over 1,000. So it's just these small activities that don't seem like much, but if you get in the routine of doing it every single day, all of a sudden it adds up to these massive, massive results. And that is the key to coaching. That is how we build our business in an hour a day. So it's not going to happen really fast. Like, you've heard Andrea talk about how it takes time. It took me 2 years. But so you can't expect, extremely quick results. You have to be willing to put in the time. I wanted to put that out there just in case there are any of you on here like, this is gonna, blow up for me really fast and I'm gonna get rich, and that's not how this works. But yeah, if you just take that hour a day, an hour a day can add up to a whole lot, and I am proof of that. And you can do this on top of a job. You can do this when you have kids. You just have to make it a priority in your life, that hour's worth of activities, and it will happen for you. But I'm going to go through these questions, or just look through these comments. I'm sorry, you guys, that I had to jump off. Yes, meeting new people is really, really fun. And yes, we do. We have all the guides. So a lot of people are like, how do you figure out what to say? And Beachbody provides us with those guides. So you can use the guides or you can create something totally on your own. It's totally up to you, but they're there for you. We do have an app. It's called the My Challenge Tracker app, where we run our accountability groups, and it allows all of our challengers to log their workouts, log their Shakeology, log their before and after photos and measurements and progress, and that's where we can go in and see if they've been doing their workouts or Shakeology. So that's kind of how we keep track of that. Andrea asked if I thought the Misfit training was a big part of why I was able to succeed so quick. Yes, it is. And what I love about the training is it lays everything out for you, and it's really, really simple, and you go through it at your own pace. But it's up to you to apply it. So what I see a lot is coaches go through the training, but they don't apply it. The key is the application. You've got to do the work. We can give you all of the tools to succeed, but if you don't use them and you don't do the work consistently every single day, that hour, then it's not going to happen for you. So we do have a training that we give you, and we provide lots of trainings for you to help you succeed, because it's in our best interest that you succeed. We succeed only if you succeed. So our goal is to help you reach your goals. And yeah, so hopefully that answered your questions of what exactly we do as a coach every day. That really is it. If you have any other questions, my son is waking up. He's in the room right next door to me. But if you have any other questions, as you're watching this, if you're watching the recording, post them in the comments, and I'll come back through tonight and tomorrow, and I will answer any other questions that you guys have. But I'm so glad you were able to watch this, and yeah, I hope we see a ton of new faces in our team page, and I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.